How's it going? This is Chris Roby. Um, sorry about this. The whole mic thing. It's not quite as cool as I'd want it to be right now. Gotta buy a stand at some point, I'm sure. Probably new microphones when we can afford it too. But, yeah, I just wanted to kind of recap on what Hobby Fame is. And basically, what Hobby Fame is, or Hobby Fame, excuse me, Hobby Collision. Basically, what Hobby Collision is that we make a bunch of content videos. Eventually, we'll start getting audio onto iTunes. But all that stuff's got to be figured out. I tried to submit a podcast today, and apparently I need to figure out the right picture for that or something. Um, so but there's got to be a way to do that, and I'm going to be looking into that. But for however long it takes for us to get that worked out, we're still going to be doing iTunes, and or not iTunes. I'm sorry. We're still going to be doing YouTube, and we're still going to be doing Patreon. And basically, the way it works is because of our hectic schedules. Like we got one guy that's part of it that is, works quite a bit, and he's, got stuff going on. Then we got another guy who's actually still in high school, so he's got to go to school, and then to make matters worse, we're all cart pushers at Walmart. So basically, when one of us is available, the other one's probably working, or the other two, or whatever. Um, so there's just a lot of hit and miss type situations, possibly for this. But I'm basically the guy that's gonna be doing all the behind the scenes work, most of the in front of the camera work too, maybe. And the way I want to set it up is that okay, so my team is busy a lot, right? And I'm probably overreaching. I mean, I feel like should I be trying to like take on so much podcasts and this and that, but when I look at it, this is kind of the vision that I have. And and I take a lot of this what I'm doing from Kind of Funny. They're also on Patreon, and they they don't need as much support as us though, because they're actually famous, and they make a good amount a month. So if you want to support anyone, support us, please. But I mean, support them too. But yeah, I mean, I took a lot of inspiration from what they're doing, but I felt like I didn't want to just straight up copy them. So there's some stuff that is different, and I've also really had a huge interest in um, music and movies at times in my life, and video games, and very very many media type things, which is mainly I think what we'll do. But I'd like to get some new blood in here eventually and start doing like Grandma Erdl wants to do, or Martha Stewart, or I don't know, whoever were to join the thing that wanted to do like a craft show. I mean, I think we're up for it. We're open for it because basically what it comes down to is, yeah, we're mainly media focused right now as far as like maybe not even music right now, maybe eventually, but movies, TV shows, video games, stuff like that. But one thing that I am doing is I'm pretty new to cooking, so we're gonna have the cooking with Roby. I'm Chris Roby. I think I already said that, but maybe not. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be one of those things where you know we're gonna have a little mix of some hobbies other than just the the basic, movie, TV stuff and all that. Um, and we're even one guy who actually shares most of the load at Walmart, other than myself. He's gonna do a tabletop show, possibly. So that would be. I thought. Oh, excuse me. That would be a very different thing to add to our stuff. I want to do a card and board game show, an exclusive on Patreon, and stuff like that. So we're trying to change it up a little bit, but basically, yeah, I how it's gonna work is we're gonna do as many podcasts that we can a week that will go on YouTube and iTunes eventually. And the way it's gonna work is um, you'll get those 4 days early, those podcasts or videos, whatever. And if and there is a $1 option, which will be only audio. Um, but if you want to do the $5 a month option, that will give you video, plus that will give you all the exclusives. And we're aiming for about five exclusives a month. And when I say exclusives, that means it's not going to be on YouTube, not going to be on iTunes. It'll just be on Patreon for those people that will pay, you know, and for those people that pay at least $5. So, um, we're I wanted to make an option for $1 because I felt like that option needed to be there, and it might need spruced up a little bit if we can do it, because Patreon only gives you so many options. Not that it's a bad site, but yeah, I mean, basically we need support because we're all doing, you know, pretty terrible jobs right now. And I know there's at least two of us that would like to make this a career. And the main thing that I think is going to help us is that if we can get some fans of this thing that really want to be on the show, I mean, starting up, if we don't have that many fans, there might be one, two, three people that are on a lot of shows. But the main theme that I'm trying to put in here is that we need your help. We need you to be part of the show, and the way you do that is by going to at Hobby Fame, which we should be changing to at Hobby Collision at some point. But at Hobby Fame, or you can also go to at Collision Hobby, um, and just write on there, you know, maybe your not your phone number, that's for sure. Write that you'd like to be on the show, and then we'll get back to you, and we'll go from there, trying to get you onto the show. You'll need or onto a show, and and you can specify what show you'd like to be on. We can only have so many people on one show, obviously, but um but yeah, I mean, that option's there, and we can go from there. But basically, I just want to make it so that we got people skyping into our shows, and so that it's we're getting people involved, and so that it's not so like, oh, it's this one guy talking for every show. You know what I mean? So, and that may happen at times too when we have to, because I'm the guy that out of everyone that has a whole 6 hours, even though I work to do other stuff. So I'm really the guy that has to do all this stuff, and I've been coming up and creating a lot of the ideas. So it's like um, I keep finding more things I want to do. So that's why there's a lot going on. But also, um, or there will be. There kind of is already somewhat, but there's gonna be um, it's gonna be kind of a good thing, I think, and we basically just want to make a lot of content and try to give you your money's worth. And the more that people want to help and join and be part, the better the content will be. Because we can only do so much. Like I said, we're all busy, and probably I'm taking on too much or adding too much for us. But it's just one of those things that I think will, you know, if we can make good content, or if people want to get involved and help us make good content, then um, I think we're gonna prosper, and we're gonna be successful. And it takes time to do this type of thing, but I just want to welcome anyone that would like to be on our shows, would like to Skype in, um, to be part of the family, to be part of the show. And um, I can't, unless someone becomes a full-time member, which there are people that we're looking for. I can't, offer money, and I can't at this point. I'm not offering money anyway until we start making money. But just keep that in mind, that if you're somebody that keeps working with us, and we feel like you're the person we need to bring on, then there's there's certainly room, I feel like, for people to join. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And uh, thank you so much for listening. This has been the Hobby Collision introduction video, and you guys have a good Christmas, and we'll keep putting out content. So.